Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tulane's offense will get the first crack at it here. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's McLaughlin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So North Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the...
Pulls it in on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Tulane! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Gets it out fast. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will... The field goal is no good. And here in the 1st quarter, we remain tied. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Meyer. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Laporta. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Texas, 14, Tulane.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. For Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offensive.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Keeps the legs moving. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's McLaughlin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking to throw on third. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. On the ground, it's Laporta. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. On first down, here comes this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they got him for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
You've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Pitts. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Using his legs, it's Harvin. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Touchdown.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man across the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's second down.
After the misfire, now on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his man. It's Laporta. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. At the 45, on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
North Texas.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll need to show off some leg strength, 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Tulane, 7.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Laporta. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is snowed under. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Laporta. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He'll set up to throw. Let's it fly. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot.
Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Tulane right back to the line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Give to the back.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Some positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brewer. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard of the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Dialing up a second down pass play. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed, and the returner is stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Harvin. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. The expressway is wide open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Fuentes. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Looking down the middle. He's got him wide open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about that play? The big fella, one of the biggest guys, the biggest receivers on the field, right down the middle of the field, wide open. You could definitely tell the defense busted on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was
a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. They move on top here in the 4th. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pitts.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. They move the tight end all over. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. North Texas will have to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Throws to the wideout, working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
Pockets, he's going up top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
With the knee right now, you get to erase last week's loss. Started off 0-1. Nice job bouncing back.